you take training seriously and you're not training like this, then this video is not for you. Or you need to start training like this. Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
What is happening, everyone, and welcome to today's YouTube video. Today, what I'm going to be doing today is just running through to you guys a full structured pull workout of what I do on my pull sessions. It's going to include everything. It's going to include pulling from the floor, exercise execution, run through everything that I do, and then yeah, hopefully you guys can enjoy this video. I'm going to smash it today. I'm by myself, so I don't have a squat or anything, but it's got to be done sometimes. Mom, so believe in me today, man. I'm leaving. Run away, Dad. Run away, Dad. It's my son. I'm gonna smash it, trust me, I'm gonna smash it. Smash it? I'm gonna smash it. Do what you gotta do. Big man in the background. Enjoy the video. Like, subscribe. That's it. You already know it. You already know it. You already know it. Come on, come on. So the first exercise we're starting on is the pec deck rear delt fly machine. This is purely because we have the most energy at the start of our sessions, so obviously we're going to be wanting to put what we want to improve the most at the start. So obviously rear delts is something I lack in. Well, I don't lack in, but it's something that definitely needs improving. So my coach Marvin has put that at the start for me. Again, just to smash it out with the most energy there. It's not that much of a demanding exercise, so it's not going to really fatigue us for the other exercises we're going to be doing. So yeah, let's get into rear delts. Alright, rear delts are done. Never go below 12 reps on rear delts because there's just no point. Do a top set and a back off. First set, 15 reps. Second set, 20 reps. Now we've got machine T-bar row. This is just to get the lat short. It's a proper, this is one of them movements you've got to go all out on. It's complete failure. Go all out on the sets and just completely smash it. Like, you have to completely smash it. You want to get them, the angle I'm using, the grip I'm using is for the lower lats. You just want to smash it out and get some heavy load on there. This is the second exercise because we're still fresh and we're going to get as much load on as possible, create as much fatigue as possible and just get to failure basically. So yeah, let's pull some big weight. When I'm warming up, I literally normally start, the first warm-up set I might do 6 to 8 reps. Second warm-up set I'll probably do 4 to 6 reps depending on what exercise it is. And then leading up to the actual exercise, I'll probably do 2 reps, maybe 1 rep on the last warm-up set because we don't want to go anywhere near failure. We just want to prepare our muscles, we want to get ready for the load, we want to feel the load before going into our top sets so we can be as prepared as possible for it and we're not going to be fatigued from it. So yeah, you just want to warm up effectively just so you can smash it all out on the top 2 sets. On the back off sets of most of my exercises, so on the top set I have a 3-second eccentric. We want to control the heavy load all the way down, we want to feel the muscle, all that good stuff. But once you get to the level where you know where that muscle is, you know which muscle you need to target, your execution's on point, then in your back off set, you can slow the eccentric down, you can speed the eccentric up to around 2 seconds, just so you can get that load up, you can pump that blood into that muscle, and you can just take that muscle to failure. You'll get more reps out that way. Take training seriously and you're not training like this, then this video is not for you. Or you need to start training like this. Man, just peak. With a movement like this, it's so important to keep your chest against the pad just so your lats can be locked in. You're not using momentum with your traps because we want to hit the lats here. we don't want to use momentum. We want to keep it as strict as possible, just so that the mechanical tension is on the lats as much as possible, because that's how we're going to grow. If you've got a lot of load with perfect execution, then you're going to grow tissue, because you have no choice to. It's that muscle is working the whole way through, and you're not using any fixators or anything like that to get yourself through that exercise. But yeah, we're working, man, we're working. Sweating already, but next up we got RDLs. It's warming up now. In every one of my pull sessions, I have a pull from the floor, because we want to work on loading up that posterior chain and just being able to get dense all throughout that posterior chain, because density is going to come from pulling heavy from the floor. So either that being RDLs, stiff leg deadlifts, conventional deadlifts, any type of pull from the floor, which you're getting heavy load from the floor, that's what's going to allow you to get them dense hamstrings, glutes, lower back and upper back, and just your whole posterior chain. That's what's going to work it. So next up, RDLs. I'm going to smash this. This is the first time I've done this exercise in ages, so obviously because of my ankle as well, on my foot, I don't want to take it too much, but Marv wants me to just get the execution perfect before we can start loading up. So yeah, this is going to be more just practicing my execution, practicing my form, than loading up heavy. But yeah, that's what we're gonna work towards. One bit of advice when pulling from the floor. Obviously this is just for bodybuilding, not powerlifting, because powerlifters, they want to get the rep up as fast as possible. They want the most effective singular rep. Then bodybuilding, the most important thing is mechanical tension and keeping the execution perfect. So that's why in no pulls from the floor, I use a belt, because we want to strengthen that. We want to strengthen the posterior chain. We want to strengthen our erectors. We want to strengthen our erectors. So yeah, and you're going to be limited if you're using a belt. So we want to get as strong as possible while having perfect execution, because you don't want to hurt your back without a belt. And then that's how we're going to grow our posterior chain and grow our erectors. So next up, we've got a single arm standing row. So the important thing about this exercise is a lot of people could easily just grab a lot of load in one hand and twist in. You're going to lose a lot of rotation, let's serve the lats. But with this exercise, we really want to make sure we're locked in completely and we're pulling downwards into the hip, just so it's just the lat working. Otherwise, we could easily load 3.5, 4 plates. So we want to make sure the lat's completely isolated and we're pulling directly downwards into the hip, and we're controlling the weight through the whole exercise, because we want them lats to be engaged the whole time. We want to get mechanical tension on that. And yeah, as always, execution is important, so we just got to keep working with it. And yeah, we just got to make sure the lat is isolated, straight into the hip, simple. But make sure you're doing this exercise right, otherwise you can either you're not going to be working the right muscle, you're going to be using too much momentum, and you're not going to optimize the movement as best as possible. Alright, so next up we have a seated row dual handle. We're doing a muscle round this set. So if you don't know what a muscle round is, it's basically 6 sets of 4 reps. So basically what it's going to do is just, when we get to failure towards the latter stages of the sets, we're doing a lot of reps overall, so that's just going to basically take our whole exercise to failure, fatigue our muscles, and yeah, so this is just straight out. I think there's 20 seconds rest in between each set, so it's about pumping as much blood in the muscle as possible, get as much tension on the muscle, and to just take it to failure, that would fatigue it. It's just a different way of training if you want to push past failure and just to keep on finding different ways to execute exercises.
Now, I didn't want to include every single set on this muscle round, because otherwise that would just, the set lasted around 3.5 minutes. Like, I know you guys don't want to just sit through and watch that, so I just included the first couple of sets and the last couple of sets. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to understand what muscle round is. It's not something you really need to do unless you want to change your training in types of ways when you start to feel like there's more you can do to get that muscle to failure, etc, etc. But anyways, this is the muscle round, and yeah.
After you're done with that, your face isn't about mine right now. I need to do it properly. Look at mine first. Literally, it's changed colour. Oof. So next exercise we got is the V-bar lat pull down. So this is going to be different to what you've already seen before. So the bar, well, the handle comes just in front of you, and you put it all the way down, close to like your belly button sort of thing. So what this is going to do is it's going to target your lower lats. And it looks a bit weird when you're doing it, but once you get the execution right, you can literally have no weight at all, and it still hurt. Like you're still gonna feel it. I promise you, if you do this exercise and you feel it, you can have no weight on and it will still hurt. So I'm about to show you how it's done. Yeah, again, we're not gonna load on this at all. Yeah, you just got to pull it in close to your belly button, and you'll probably feel it into your lower lats and get them elbows flared. And yeah, it's a great exercise for the lower lats. And yeah. So we just had dumbbell shrugs, pretty self-explanatory. We're just gonna go to traps, so that's just 2 straight sets again. Now we've got dumbbell preacher curls, probably the best exercise I'd say for biceps if you're trying to get load on it, because if you've got the execution perfect, heavy load, then you're going to be able to execute the exercise properly and you're going to grow. If your biceps, think about it, your biceps are a small muscle, you've got a heavy load on a single arm with perfect execution, they're going to grow. So you want to just slam your triceps into the pad and just pull up as much as possible, get full range of motion, slow eccentric, because the eccentric phase is so important, especially on this exercise, because if a heavy load is coming down, gravity is trying to pull it down, but your muscles get used to the heavy load during the eccentric, and then it's going to be able to get stronger and get bigger. So, final exercise, we've got dual handle cable curls. This is to get in the length and range of the bicep. Preacher curl for the short one. So yeah, it's going to be less load than this, but more isolated, squeezing. It's the last exercise on Friday, so let's get to it. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I hope you lot enjoyed, got a lot out of it. Everyone like, comment and subscribe, you know the drill. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to try to be a bit more consistent now. Also, because I've got my results on last Thursday, so I'm moving to Nottingham on the 21st of September. So I'm going to be filming a lot of content at university, loads of content for you guys, training, the whole lot, day in the life. Big outdoor in the back. Ah! Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit.